Welcome to the Accelerated Investor Podcast with Josh Cantwell. If you're looking to retire early with forever passive income, you're in the right place. This podcast is the go-to destination for real estate investors, both active and passive, and multifamily apartment investors, both new, intermediate, and advanced. Now, sit back, listen, learn, and accelerate your business, your life, and your investing with the Accelerated Investor Podcast.
So hey guys, welcome back to Accelerated Investor. Hey, Josh here, and today just wanted to flip on the recording and talk a little bit about why I'm selling all of my single family rentals, everything that I've got that's really under 25 units. And if you look at what's going on in 2020, there's really kind of four reasons. Number one is we have just a focus on bigger deals. We're focused really exclusively on buying larger apartments. Number two, the MLS is really tight. Number three, we're getting top dollar for a lot of our rental properties. And number four, the foreclosures are coming. Okay, so those are the four reasons. So let me talk a little bit about these in a little bit greater detail. So the reason why I'm selling all of my single family rentals right now is that one of the biggest reasons is with COVID, starting in 2020 and now going into June, July of 2021, President Trump and now President Biden have signed and then extended the foreclosure moratoriums. So we can't process foreclosures. If you go and look at any of the foreclosure websites, any of the auction websites, the foreclosure inventory is down like 85%. So if there were 100 foreclosures being processed, now there's only 15. In my area, in Cuyahoga County in particular, where Cleveland is at, there used to be about 400 to 500 ongoing foreclosures in the foreclosure docket and then in the auction docket every single week, every single month. Now there's barely 30 or 40 that are actually going through. Originally, the foreclosure moratoriums were supposed to impact just the government-backed Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, HUD, FHA loans. And now the judges, the attorneys, everybody who's handling those kind of cases has basically put a pause to all foreclosure activity. And so foreclosures are down. The activity is down about 90%. So what's happened because of that is it's pushing up, it's building this massive amount of inventory that is going to hit the market in 2022, okay? When the foreclosure moratoriums are finally stopped and they're no longer extended, which I anticipate will be the end of this year, all of that backlog of foreclosures are going to have to be processed. Once those foreclosures are processed, those foreclosures are eventually going to hit the market. And when they hit the market, they're going to flood the market with inventory. Now, I'm not expecting there to be the same amount of foreclosures in 2022 as there were in 2008, 9, and 10. It's going to be about half as many foreclosures. So it's not going to be the tidal wave of foreclosures that we saw during the Great Recession. However, there are still going to be much higher than average number of foreclosures. The more foreclosures, the more people without a home, the more people that are going to be losing their home, the more foreclosures that are on the market, the more inventory there is, prices will actually stagnate or even go down. So that's the number one reason why we're selling all of our single family rentals are 1 to 4 units, but really anything smaller than 20 units. I got a 16 unit that we're selling, a 5 unit that we're selling, a bunch of duplexes, a quad, a bunch of single families we're listing at all. Because I anticipate in 2022, there's going to be a lot more inventory. There's going to be a lot more foreclosures that hit the market, and prices won't continue to go up because there's going to be a lot more inventory to pick from. Okay, so that's the number one reason. Now, because of those foreclosure moratoriums, because really very few people are selling their homes right now, the MLS, this is the second reason, MLS inventory is very tight right now. Very small. In a lot of MLSs, a lot of markets, a lot of MSAs, there's actually only 30 days, maybe 45 to 60 days of inventory. Meaning if you look at last month, let's say there were 300 sales of properties. Well, if you look at right now, there may be only 300 active listings in the MLS. That means there's 1 month, 30 days of supply. When there's more demand than supply, prices are going to go up. So what's happening is properties that I bought last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I'm now listing on the MLS and they're selling for over market value. There's no inventory. So buyers, if you're a buyer, whether you're an investor or a retail buyer, husband and wife, kids, you're going to move into your home. The MLS is so tight, there's no inventory. You have very little to pick from. You're also fighting with other buyers who want to buy that inventory. So you have to make a full price offer or an over asking price offer in order to get your offer approved. Okay, it doesn't matter what price market you're in. I got a buddy of mine that just bought a $500,000 home. He paid over asking price. A couple houses in my neighborhood listed and sold for $25,000, $30,000, $40,000 over asking price. Okay, my partner Tyler, his girlfriend, just listed a property in Lakewood, Ohio for $200,000, ended up selling it for $240,000. She's a realtor. She sold it for $240,000 all cash, 20% over the list price. We just listed a property for $189,900, sold it for $194,000. Okay, we listed another property for $119,900, sold it for $125,000. And so the fact that the MLS is tight, there's no inventory, is allowing us, reason number 3, to sell properties for top dollar, over asking price in just a few days. Are you ready to automate and explode your real estate investing? We're searching for extremely motivated individuals who are sick and tired of wasting time and want to finally see real results from their real estate investing business. We're searching for investors looking to get to the next level and become a bigger, better version of themselves while being a more successful real estate investing entrepreneur. Apply for mentoring and coaching at joshcantwellcoaching.com/podcast. That's joshcantwellcoaching.com/podcast. I made a Facebook post inside of one of my Facebook groups. By the way, if you're not one of our members of the Accelerated Investor Facebook group, you should be joining. It's absolutely free. Just a great community, very engaged, lots of questions, comments. Go to Facebook and just search Accelerated Investor, just like this podcast, and join the group. It's free. I made a post that said, hey, I'm listing this property on Rowley Avenue. It's a duplex for $189,900. I listed it on a Friday. I said, I bet it sells by Monday. Well, the bad news is it didn't sell by Monday, but by Wednesday, we were in multiple offers, and I accepted an offer on Friday. A week later for $194,000, the asking price was $189,900. So that's the third reason we're selling them for top dollar. The fourth reason is, and this is something I really want you to think about, is we're just laser focused on doing bigger deals. We're laser focused on our multifamily apartments. We're laser focused on buying inventory in the greater Cleveland, Akron, Canton, Columbus, Northeast Ohio markets. And even though these rentals are profitable, even though we have some flips that we're still doing, those are profitable. We just are laser focused on buying another 950 units of apartments. Now you might say, well, Josh, why 950 units? The reason why 950 is because that 950 units, we make about an average of $1,350 per year per unit. So that 950 units represents $1.2 million a year of net free spendable cash after expenses and debt service. It's $100,000 a month of net free spendable cash. So my goal right now is to buy another 950 units of apartments. So these smaller single family rentals, 5 units, 3 units, 2 units, duplexes, even 16 units we're selling. We had a 25 unit that was a good deal that we passed on because we're really focused on bigger deals. Also, the fifth reason is buying and owning apartments takes it's a team effort. It's like playing volleyball. Like I coach club volleyball. I've got 6 girls on the court at any one time. You've got one girl that's a server. You got another girl that's a libero in the back row. That's a specialty playing defense. You got one girl that's an outside hitter. You got another girl that's a right side hitter. You got a girl that's a middle. Everybody has a specialty. Very similar in commercial multifamily apartments. You have somebody who's sort of an acquisitions manager. You got somebody focused on maintenance. You got somebody focused on capital improvements. You got somebody focused on leasing. You've got a CFO or a bookkeeper focused on the books. You've got somebody focused on raising the capital. It's about 6 people, same as a volleyball team. So 2 of my favorite things is to coach volleyball and own apartments. They're very similar. And then it takes about 6 kind of teammates to execute. And, by the way, if you're on YouTube right now, you can see the sun shining through the side of my office. The sun's coming out, glaring off the snow. But anyway, so to do these larger deals, we have to create systems, and we have a lot of systems for all those things. System for leasing, system for acquisition, system for maintenance, system for CapEx, systems for raising capital, systems for reporting back to investors. And so these smaller single family deals are just kind of a distraction. They're very profitable, okay, but they're kind of a distraction for us to focus on these larger assets that are really is our legacy strategy. It's our long-term wealth building strategy. It's our accelerated investor strategy, is to focus on apartments and multifamily properties. So there you have it, guys. That's why right now, February 23rd, I'm recording this podcast interview and YouTube video. That's why we're selling all of our single family rentals. Let me give you a quick tip. I'll give you one more thing. One of our favorite strategies is to buy duplexes, triplexes, and quads in up and coming regentrifying areas. Buy them, rehab them, cash flow them, then sell them, okay? Because if we sell them after 12 months, we also pay only capital gains tax instead of ordinary income tax. And there's a lot less competition over duplexes than over single family properties. So take that little tip and go execute that in your market. All right. So that's why I'm selling all my single family rentals. I hope you enjoyed those 5 reasons why we're selling them all. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave me a rating and review. Please share this all over social media. And don't forget to register for free on Facebook in our Accelerated Investor Facebook group, Accelerated Investor. Just search it. You can absolutely join for free. We sell tons of information in there, Facebook Lives, free, content strategy, videos, posts, lots of engagement. You'll love it. Also, if you want some help with coaching and want some help building your portfolio, go to joshcantwellcoaching.com and apply. And also, we're going to be running a contest soon that those people that leave us a rating and review are going to be entered to win free t-shirts. So go ahead and leave us a rating and a review. Hope you enjoyed this podcast and YouTube video, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.
Hey, Josh here, and do you want to win a free Accelerated Investor t-shirt? All you have to do is give Accelerated Investor, our podcast, Accelerated Investor, a rating and a review on iTunes, okay? Do that now. Then send us a screenshot on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. What we're gonna do then is every week we're gonna pick our favorite rating and review, and we're gonna send that person a free t-shirt and maybe, again, some other cool, fun stuff as well from Accelerated Investors. So, again, don't forget to take a screenshot. Leave a rating, review, take a screenshot, send it to us so we know exactly who you are. And then once a week, every week on the podcast, we will announce a new winner. Don't forget to take a screenshot and send it to us so we know exactly who you are. We'll announce a new winner every week.
You were just listening to the Accelerated Investor Podcast with Josh Cantwell. If you enjoyed this episode and learned something new, help us build the AI community by leaving a review and 5-star rating on our iTunes podcast channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. To see passive investing opportunities, visit freelandventures.com/passive. To start your journey toward the lifestyle you've always dreamed of with multifamily apartments, apply for one-on-one coaching with Josh at www.joshcantwellcoaching.com.